Hi here, Finns here. I am back for another video. And yes, on Sunday, it was Junior Eurovision 2023 that took place in Nice in France. And guess what? They've done it again. France have won the trophy on Sunday. Zoe was the winner with Claire. And yes, France have done it again. They have won the trophy at Junior Eurovision 2023. And yes, France becoming the powerhouse of junior, winning 3 times in the last 4 years, and now tying with Georgia for the most wins at Junior Eurovision. It's so weird because this year Sweden tied with Ireland for the most wins at Adult Eurovision, and now France have tied with Georgia with the most wins at Junior Eurovision. It's crazy that's happened in 1 year. But yes, what do I think of France winning it all on Sunday? I'm happy. It was a deserved winner. At the end of the day, the staging was good, the song was good, Zoe was good. I heard rumours that she had quite of a cold during the week, so that she managed to push through and win it all really said something. I think the song going into Junior, we knew that this was going to do well. This was going to be like a Poland 2019, where the host entry is going to do really, really well and might have a good chance of winning it all. I think all through the week we were kind of considering could anybody else beat the host nation, and clearly not. France lifted the trophy, and it's deserved. It was a good produced song, it's well executed, it's kid friendly at the same time. Adults could easily listen to this. Oh yeah, yeah. It's mainstream. It had a mainstream appeal that I think what really got the trophy really. So yeah, I'm happy for France. I don't know if France is going to host it again, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Coming second was Spain, and they opened the show, and they still finished second. I thought Sandra's vocals was great. I thought the staging was great. It was such a good show opener, and it kind of proves you can do well in any draw, even if you have an early draw. You can do well. I don't know if you watched that Wee Wee Blogs live stream after the show, but my comment actually appeared and William read it out, and I was so happy. Oh, I'm such a fan of Wee Wee Blogs, and he announced my comment that saying you can do well in any draw. Um, yes, yes. But no, I'm happy. I mean, I didn't expect Spain to do so well in a way that because they were the show opener, but I'm glad they did do well. Armenia came third, which was great, bringing a big old dragon on stage to make it impactful. I mean, yes, I mean, Armenia really brings the goods every year at Junior, and this year was no exception. So glad they did so well. And talking about the girl groups, the two girl groups did very well on Sunday. My girls, just Stand Unique from the United Kingdom, came fourth. I'm so happy for them. They worked so hard for that. They worked so well. The staging was so good. It felt like we were in a different world. And I wouldn't say this was like, is the UK the new Poland throwing all these graphics? Because I didn't find it being too much. I think it worked in the end, and I think it was good. It was such a good. I was watching it on Sunday, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, the staging's so good for the UK. I mean, yes, I mean, well done to the stage director, and well done to Stand Unique on that. I mean, that's great. Last year we came fifth, this year's we came fourth. And then top it all round, Ukraine came top five. Vika, Vika. I love this song so much, and I was so happy it came top five because people was really sleeping on Ukraine during the season. People just didn't give Ukraine a chance that much, and then it came alive with the live staging. I was a bit worried they kind of ditched the Ukrainian colours for these pink and purple colours, but it worked out in the end. And that note, oh, oh, and stop this tragedy, that echo, oh, and then the hook, Vika, Vika. I enjoyed it. It's what Junior Eurovision is about, and I'm so glad that came top five. She was so cute and so adorable, and she really works on English. So yes, should we just go through some? So the overall results, I've got it on Wikipedia. The combined results were, well, France won the show with 228 points, followed by Spain, Armenia, United Kingdom, Ukraine, Poland, Netherlands, Albania, Germany, and Malta rounded up the top 10, and in the bottom six was Italy, North Macedonia, Portugal, Georgia, Estonia, and Ireland sadly came last. Now let's see the jury and the online vote split result. France won the jury with 136 points, followed by Armenia, Spain, United Kingdom, Albania got top 5 with the juries, Poland, Netherlands, Malta, Ukraine, North Macedonia, and then it was Italy, Germany, Portugal, Georgia, Ireland, and Estonia. And in the online vote, once again, France won both sides. They won the online vote by 92 points, followed by, once again, Spain, Ukraine, Germany, Netherlands, Armenia, United Kingdom, Poland, Georgia, Albania, Portugal, Italy, Estonia, Malta, North Macedonia, and Ireland. So there are a few split results, but I am happy to say that both the jury and the online vote put France at the top. It's so interesting that this is the 4th year in a row that France won the jury vote. And I think, don't hate the player, hate the game at the end of the day. France knows what they're doing. Like Armenia, they bring the goods at Junior. They know how to execute a great Junior Eurovision entry that's kid-friendly, adult-friendly, but it's mainstream for both. So, yeah. And then, yes, some interesting results here. Albania really was the dark horse of the competition. People also, like Ukraine, slept on Albania, thought it was going to come dead last. As I said before the show, usually Albania at Junior do better than people think. People thought this would come last. In the end, it got one of their better results at Junior, coming 8th overall. It came top 5 with the juries with 70 points. It only, though, came 10th in the online vote with 45 points, but nevertheless, it came 8th overall. I think, the staging for Albania was actually quite good. I like the opening. That it was quite a dramatic opening, and the styling, she reminded me of a nice Greek goddess, and that cape action, great, and those vocals, good. So yes, she killed it. Viola, she killed it. Other interesting results. Interesting enough, I thought the UK would do better in the online votes. It's in fact the juries that actually ranked UK higher, putting the juries put UK 4th. But interesting enough, the online voters only put the UK 7th with 58 points. Because last year with Freya Sky, she actually won the online vote, but this year Stand Unique only came 7th. We kind of thought like the UK, 67 million people in the UK would vote multiple times, but clearly it only comes 7th. One thing I did notice this year is that last year they had it on BBC One, this year they moved it to BBC Two. I don't know if that had to do with something with it. Maybe there was a little less hype compared to last year. Even though 7th is a respectable result, and maybe there were just better entries that people on the online vote voted for higher. But it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one that a country like Ukraine comes 3rd in the online vote with 83 points, but only comes 9th with juries with 45 points and comes top 5 overall. So that's good for Ukraine. But yeah, again, Ukrainian diaspora around Europe, especially the last couple of years, what's happened in the country, you can kind of understand why. So yes, this is an interesting one. Yeah, also another one, split result-wise, Germany did better in the online vote this year. They came 4th with the online vote with 74 points. I'm glad Thea got a top 10 finish. But the juries only put Germany 12th with 33 points. I can kind of understand why music experts didn't rank Germany higher. Maybe because the song wasn't, compared to other songs, weren't that vocally challenging. It was a nice, she sang it well, but she didn't reach the Mariah Careys of those high notes, as maybe some people said. It wasn't a viola from Albania, which kind of did. When you compare Albania and Germany, Thea never really hit any notes. Maybe it was vocally a bit safe in a way, but it did have some heart and soul in it. So I'm glad online voters voted for Germany. I'm really happy about that. Anything else? But talking about something vocally challenging, I thought Italy would have got a lot more jury votes. They only came 11th with juries, 37 points, and only come 12th with the online vote with 44 points. I really thought Italy would do better, but maybe it was a staging thing. Maybe people found it a bit too grown up for Junior. I don't know. I don't know. But I am surprised music experts didn't rank that higher, really. But maybe it just was a bit grown up on people. Another one I'm surprised the jury was really blanked on was Georgia. Came only, what, 14th with the juries. That's third from bottom with 21 points. But this year, Georgia did better with the online votes, coming ninth with 53 points. Usually Georgia do better with the jury and not so well with the online vote. This year, it's the other way round. I really don't understand why the juries dragged down Georgia this year, because I thought that vocally it was also very, very good, but maybe the staging with the dancers carrying these big capes around or something, whatever it was called, maybe it came across a bit distracting for them. Maybe the staging could have been a bit better executed. I don't know. I am surprised Georgia did really poorly this year. I thought really it was quite magical and vocally Anastasia was great. So it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one, but yeah, again, maybe it was a bit too niche for some people. North Macedonia, we've got to talk about it. It came 10th with juries, came second to last with the online votes, but manages to come 12th. This is such an interesting coincidence because North Macedonia, I'll give you some years: 2003, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2013, 2016, 2017, 2018, and now 2023. All those years have got one thing in common. That's right. Those was the years that North Macedonia has come 12th in the rankings of those Junior Eurovisions. This is the ninth time North Macedonia has come ninth at Junior Eurovision. That is extraordinary. I mean, I did joke around, oh, would it be funny if North Macedonia ended up coming 12th this year? I mean, and they did. Oh gosh. I mean, it's two places better than last year. Last year they only came 14th. Um, oh, I wanted them to do so much better though. It's such a shame, but once again, it was the staging. I think it was the staging that let them down. It looked a bit empty in some places. I mean, I like the dancing, but she could have had, I don't know, when the wider angle camera shots, it did seem a little bit empty on her all by herself. I don't know, maybe that was it. It's a classic case of North Macedonia coming up with a bit of empty staging, unfortunately. Um, yeah, that's a shame. Such a nice Balkan ballad, but they always mess up with the execution, unfortunately. Um, I think we need to talk about the bottoms. Ireland comes last. It comes second to last with the juries with 8 points, and last with the online votes with 34 points. So it only got 42 points in the end. I thought music experts would rank this higher, but again, there were so many good singers with great voices, and I guess not all of them could finish near the top, unfortunately. Um, and maybe this whole thing about Sophie Lennon, I think a lot of people were also a bit confused why Sophie Lennon was here. I think they should have just made it a duet at the end of the day. I think people were still quite confused why she just appeared out of nowhere and sang that high note. I think not many people understood the song. So yeah, I think the execution could have been a bit better. I thought it was a pretty song at the end of the day. Um, Again, it had to go on early, and I guess sometimes early songs, you know, can get ruined. I don't know, but it wasn't a bad song at any means, but I just think people were a bit confused about why is there another girl on stage singing that high note when it is Jessica's song. Um, but we like Jessica, we like Sophie. They're great girls, great singers, but maybe it should have just been a duet, and it would have made more sense to the viewers watching it for the very first time. Another country we need to talk about, Estonia. It comes last with the juries with 6 points, but in the online votes, it comes 13th with 43 points and 15th overall with 49 points. I knew that. I mean, with juries, I guess they don't have many friends at Junior. They don't have any Baltics. They don't have any Nordic countries. Most of these countries that do compete aren't from that region where Estonia is, unfortunately. I guess the closest country in this field is probably Ukraine and maybe Poland, but even so, I don't think they cared much about Estonia. I thought she sang it very well, but I guess maybe in the Battle of the Ballads she got a little bit lost. And maybe you could say that about Portugal as well, a little bit, because that only came 13th with the jury. And apparently, I was surprised the Portuguese delegation didn't let her sing again because that screen went blank for some reason. We were supposed to show Jamala's tree and it went blank. But yeah, I think with Portugal and Estonia, I think what happened with them is they just got lost in the field of quite a few ballads that night. Unfortunately, it's a shame Estonia's debut didn't go as well, but I did kind of thought they would finish quite low, mainly because they didn't have many friends, and I felt like they could get a bit lost, um, competing with a lot of similar songs and a lot of ballads in that field of songs. But you know what? Estonia before the contest did say, before the show, they said we were thinking about taking part in next year's Junior, which is great. The Lithuanian broadcaster broadcast the show, so that's maybe a potential, invite for Junior coming. Well, it's good. I hope Lithuania also gets invited to the party next year as well. That would be nice to get the numbers up. I think yes, that would be great for Estonia getting at least another Baltic country in this field of countries. But Irina really sang that song really well, and she should be proud of herself being the first person to represent Estonia at Junior Eurovision. I mean, any other countries I haven't talked about? Malta, people thought that would come last, but I knew juries would say that. They came eighth with the jury. Okay, only came 13th with the online vote, but it got top 10 overall, 94 points. That's good. Netherlands, again, second year in a row, they come seventh, interesting enough. Last year they were the show opener and come seventh. This year they were the show closing. Also came seventh, which interesting coincidence. They did come fifth with the online vote, but come seventh with the jury. Some people say, the whole DJ clubby music was a bit like 10 years ago. It was a bit Evinchy, you know, but it was a fun way, and I'm glad it did close the show. Um, yeah, I think we've talked about. Oh, Poland. We haven't talked about Poland. Poland came sixth with juries, eighth with the online vote, sixth overall. It's good for Poland. They're getting back on tracks. Maybe not as strong as they used to be, because there was a time at Junior where we kind of thought we would be in Poland every year, and clearly it's not. But they are getting better. I'm glad they didn't throw everything at the kitchen sink that I thought they would, like throw graphics everywhere, which I'm glad instead it was the UK. But no, and Maya really sang that song very well. Um, yeah, I think I've talked about every single country on the list. Yeah, yeah. So overall, I am happy. This year's Junior, I thought, it was good. The hosting was okay. The three hosts did a fine job. Nothing spectacular, but they did an all right job. The green room chat, did go on for a bit. It could have been a bit more exciting. I thought Clara did at least a better job in 2021. I mean, I mean, it was a bit sucking the energy out. I mean, it was nice though. At some points, seeing my girl Stand Unique getting a little bit emotional in the green room, saying, "Oh, couldn't see myself in a girl group until now," and then them all crying. That was a pretty moment. That was a nice moment. But apart from that, gosh, was it filler? The interval acts was nice. Amir was great. Lissandro, great personality. He's going to be a great star when he grows up. And then we had a whole interval act about peace and love, and that was nice. We are the world, we are the children. I do like that song. And we had a French Lizzo appear. Actually, France put on a really great show. As I said before, I don't know. It hasn't been confirmed at the time of filming this whether France will host the next Junior Eurovision, because remember they don't have to when it comes to Junior. Um, but and you got to remember France have already hosted two editions of Junior, and remember next year they are also hosting the Olympic Games in the summer. So, financially wise, even though France is a big five, he's probably taking a lot of money out of France. I probably imagine the head of delegation was seeing that shocked face when they won. From her first thought, Alexandra's probably thinking, "Oh gosh, we have to host this goddamn competition again for a third time." Um, if it doesn't, if France decide to decline the offer to host it for a third time, I wouldn't be shocked if Spain take it, because they'll probably go down the list of rankings, who came second and then who came third, till a country and a broadcaster decides to take it. And it would be Spain, because they are quite dedicated to this contest now. Um, I mean, I would like to think the UK has got a chance coming forth. We're not that far down the line, but it probably will be Spain. Armenia probably, year than last year. Well, I don't know. But yeah, if it's not France next year, it'll probably be somewhere in Spain, which would be totally happy for. Go to Spain. So it's either going to be in France or Spain next year, is my prediction next year. Let's hope France gets to host it again. They find a way to do that. But if not, Spain's the next best option, and we'll be happy for them because they are really wanting to host some sort of event, adult or junior. That would be great news for the country of Spain as well. But yes, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. We'll get to that bridge when it comes. But any case, Junior Eurovision 2023 is finally over for another year. And yes, the standing was good. The hosting was good. The execution was good. Um, I'm glad nobody had colds. Hopefully next year the numbers will go up a little bit. Hopefully we'll hopefully have Lithuania, if they're broadcasting again next year, they'll compete again. And fingers crossed Serbia will be back. I don't know about Kazakhstan, but we'll see. Maybe Azerbaijan, considering we probably won't be in Armenia. But no, we'll see who stays, who goes, and all that jazz. But any case, what were your favourite entries for Junior Eurovision 2023? Were you happy for another French victory? Comment down below in the comment section below, and I'll be back for more content very soon. Just then, goodbye, people. Goodbye.